My wife resists most of my family decisions. We agree things, but she don't do it. I feel not loved. You see, it depends. What family decisions? Of course, wife gotta be so diplomatic and so gentle and feminine, the way she talks to her family members, your family members. A feminine woman is very malleable, very flexible, and she knows how to talk to your mother, to your father, to maybe even your kids from previous marriages, to your even ex-wives, because she's feminine. She knows how to keep relationships connected. But a masculine woman, yeah, she will say, I don't want this decision, I don't like that decision, and she battles. She battles. So I will suggest, the more you're gonna start distancing from her and working on yourself, going to the gym, start maybe either meditating or praying or getting together with masculine men, playing pool, playing soccer, and building yourself up as a masculine man, you're gonna start putting more and more boundaries to her. And sooner or later, she's gonna start realizing, okay, why my husband is distant? Why is he this? Why is he that? A woman very quickly understand that she's doing something wrong. Talking to her, to a masculine woman, is most of the time pointless because they're very righteous. And so the best way to do is distancing. It's like one of my videos I share. When somebody is misbehaving, a wife or a husband, who is disrespecting you, toxic, misbehaving, you turn off the faucet of love. You distance yourself. You still say hello, you eat, doing everything, but you're cold. You're putting the energy of coldness and distance. And a woman is very quickly understanding something is off. And if she comes to you, keeping a little bit distance, and then slowly, maybe after 2-3 weeks, if she is coming with humble energy, asking you, honey, is something off? Is something wrong? If she comes gently like that, you can say, yes, sweetie, it's really been hurting me that you are not considering my family member's decision, my decision. I feel very disrespected. If she's still justifying herself, continue to distance. Continue to distance until you see the real changes. Yeah, this is how we're training our partners to really starting to understand what they're doing is not okay. And this is the main duty of a wife. But we got to the point right now where a lot of women are men-like. Yeah, that's all I can say. All right. Yes, I have 2 men that are always there for me, but I don't love any of them. You see, ladies, men, when they meet a woman, they immediately like, oh, she's sexy, beautiful, I'm in love. Of course, it's not love, it's the feeling of the sexual chemistry or desire. The love comes much, much, much later. But they start really calling, texting, trying to ask a woman out. They're immediately going there. But a woman, actually, very malleable. A true feminine woman will be in love with a man only because he has IQ, really intelligent, or because he, again, shows the energy of confidence and he's certain of himself, and the woman starts to fall in love because, again, of intelligence. And then secondly, she starts looking at him, at his emotions, whether he's also attracted to her, he's calling her, he's texting her. All of that is important. But a woman never falls in love with a man because he's just hot and good looking. Because even if he's hot and good looking, but he doesn't know how to talk and he has no intelligence, she will not be attracted to him. So men and women are like that, are very, very different. And so when you're saying there's 2 men and you're not attracted to them, you should give them a chance. If you're going to start going out with them, here's a hot, good-looking guy who is doing 50-50 with you. Here's a second guy who is not doing 50-50. He's always paying for you. He's calling, he's texting you, he's respectful for you. Wouldn't you be attracted to the second guy? Now the third guy, he has a career, he has a good income, but now he's a little bit overweight and maybe a little bit bold, but he is always opening the door for you. He's always calling and texting you. He's always there so you can even cry on his shoulders. So now, will you be attracted to first, second, or even third guy? Who's, yeah, maybe a little overweight and maybe he's a little bit bold, but he's a true gentleman. And a woman can change her mind immediately. She's attracted to number 1, But after a few weeks, she will be more and more attracted to guy number 3. A man, if you're bald and if you're 30 pounds overweight, will never, on his free time, will go take you to the restaurant for lunch and dinner. You have to be either attractive or sexy, or something about you makes him feel like, oh, I like her. They're going for first the looks, but everything else later becomes also important. But a woman she can overcome the unattractiveness of a guy. He doesn't have to look like Keanu Reeves or Denzel Washington. She can be with a guy who is not good looking, but he has other qualities: sense of humor, intelligence. He's a provider, leader, protector. And you know what? Even if he's 30 pounds overweight and even if he's bald, she will start considering, because he's a true masculine man. So give those 2 guys a chance. Yeah, that's what I highly recommend. His actions speak louder than words. Good-looking guys can speak a lot, but talk is very cheap, my friends. Very cheap. Yeah, look at men's action. Dating is exhausting. I just want to relax, chill alone. Yeah, my friends, dating, especially now, in our very complex and modern society, is difficult. But where you gotta relax is through spiritual practices. You're doing the work with God, and then you let go and relax. You wake up in the morning, you do the work with God, and then you relax. You gotta surrender to Him. Because you going to the bars and gyms and restaurants and libraries and other dating sites, you're not going to find a right man. Who sends you a good provider, leader, and protector is our Creator, not you. So please, ladies, hear me. And this mistrust that you have, no, it's just me. It's just, again, it's the desire to control and figure out everything yourself. If you're relying on yourself, the life going to be very, very challenging. That's all I can say. Thank you for the heart. Should I worry if I'm the only one initiating intimacy with my 10 years husband? He says he's tired. Yeah, there's a kind of a slightly red flag there. But again, if it's been working for 10 years, that's how your dynamic is. Because usually masculine woman who, again, is stressed and she needs to release her stress after work, she is doing all of the initiation with husband. Feminine women typically never do initiation first. She can dress cute, she can be sexy, she can put the candles, the right music, and all of these hints that we might have a sensual night tonight. But not necessarily that she's gonna be jumping on the husband. I mean, she's giving the hints here and there. But is it a worry? Maybe it's been working with your husband for 10 years. If it's working, don't need to change and don't need to worry. You know, deal with what you have. But do you want to ideally start shifting to femininity to benefit your marriage and relationship? Of course. Of course, because the more you're going to become feminine, the more your husband going to start shifting to being masculine. Because headache, I'm tired, all of this indication is against, I don't really desire you as much, right? And if you want to be desired, men desire feminine women. And even if you're 30 or 40, 50 or 60, age doesn't matter. If you're going to make a goal to become a feminine woman at any age, it's possible. You need to have desire. You need to have commitment, and you need to have discipline. Yes, discipline, waking up earlier and going to bed early as well. But before you go to bed, you can do meditation or prayer. And when you wake up, you do meditation and prayer. Because again, living without higher power or God Himself in our life is very challenging. Then we feel all alone and that we have to battle everything by ourselves. But it shouldn't be this way. Life is much easier. Thank you, my friends. I love relationship. I feel I'm emotionally unavailable though. Yeah, my friends, when we gone through childhood traumas and when we did not get enough love from our parents, we then feel empty when we grow up. And emotionally unavailable adults are basically those who've been through a lot in their childhood. Mom was gone working, or father or mother was critical, dominating, criticizing. Maybe there was some kind of abuse, or there was neglect or abandonment, and now you're dealing with all of this baggage in the background. And so again, therapy really helps if you find a good therapist. Cannot afford a therapist, that's fine. Do the meditation or prayer, because again, the biggest doctor, the best doctor that we have, who lives above us, and he is there and available anytime. But we have to put the time and effort to start working on ourselves, doing again the meditation, doing the prayer. And what happens, he starts filling you up. The fear starts to get smaller and the love starts to get bigger. And when you feel that love starts to get bigger, you feel whole, complete, perfect, and you filled with love. And then you don't need to walk around emotionally unavailable. Now you have something to give, because you got charged like a battery from our Father. Do you get that? Yeah, my friends.